looking for the perfect fall appetizer, well, we are making a delicious baked brie that is packed full of apples and cinnamon. My name is Alyena and welcome to my kitchen. So the first thing we have is our apples. I have one large apple that I just cut up into little cubes. You can use any type of apple. I'm using a Honeycrisp today. And to our apple, I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Very packed in there. There we go. Along with 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and a good dash of nutmeg, as well as the juice of 1/2 small lemon. And now we can just mix this together so all of our spices and sugar coat the apple. So now that our apples are coated in our sugar and spice mixture, we can set our saucepan to medium heat and add in our apple. And now we're going to let our apple saute down for about 5 to 10 minutes until almost all of the liquid has evaporated. While our apples are cooking, we can roll out our puff pastry so it's just a little bit thinner because it comes out pretty thick. Now that our apples are cooked down, we've rolled out our puff pastry, and I've also added the twine to the bottom. So this will easily make it so you can wrap it up to look like a pumpkin. Now we can add a nice heaping scoop of our cooked apples to the center of our pastry. We do have a few more apples than we need, but this is great to put on top once your pastry is finished baking. And if you want to, you can cut off the edges of our pastry just because this is a little bit of an excess. So now it looks more like a circle, and we can just wrap up our brie. For that pumpkin look, we're going to take our twine around and tie it so that when it puffs up in the oven, we will have these indents that you have similar. I don't have a pumpkin with me right now, but similar to a pumpkin. You do want to be careful that on the bottom, which will end up being our top, it doesn't break. So you do want to be fairly quick when you're doing this. And this is our ugly side, don't worry. Once you flip it over, it'll look like this, and it's super pretty. And while it bakes, it'll puff up. We can cut off all of this excess string though, because we don't need that anymore. The last thing we are going to do before putting it in the oven is give it a light egg wash. This helps give that really nice golden color to it while it cooks. Let's pop this on our baking sheet, and I am going to bake my baked brie for 30 to 35 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Once you take your baked brie out of the oven, you do want to let it cool for about 5 minutes, and then you can cut off all of your baker's twine. Also, for the stem of my pumpkin, I used 1/2 cinnamon stick, but you can also use the top of a bell pepper, or you can make a stem with some extra pastry dough. It just depends on what you have on hand. And then cut into it and enjoy all that gooiness. So now the most important part is giving it a taste test. I like serving this with fresh apples, some baguette, as well as lots of crackers. So good. There is just something about baked brie that elevates brie. I think it's so delicious. You get that little bit of sweetness from the apples, and then that puff pastry is so light and crisp. This is the perfect appetizer to have during the holidays. So please let me know if you try this and what you think in the comments down below. Also, if you want to see some more of my seasonal recipes, there should be a playlist right here or over here. Thank you so much for watching, and happy holidays.